Baking a cake usually means a celebration to come,
Half teaspoon of vanilla.
a birthday or graduation.
We got our butter, the egg whites.
Milestones and memories are made sweeter with cake.
Between the layers, I'm going to have whipped cream and strawberries.
This cake is served in honor of the final milestone of life.
I say I'm a death education advocate because I really do feel that it's very important.
Sandra opens the Death Cafe the first Monday of each month in Sacramento, and cake is always served. It's one of the few unofficial rules of Death Cafe.
But they can come here and talk about whatever they want to in relation to those topics, and we're very accepting. And pretty much nothing shocks us because we've already talked about it.
Is that I know his medical desires.
I've always wanted to experience an electromagnetic storm.
Think about this and think about that and think about this.
Worry about this.
Worry about this and that. It doesn't matter because it's temporary.
I want to make the world a better place for however long I can.
Death Cafe is not unique to Sacramento. It's an international movement that started in London in 2011 to form meetups for people who want to talk about death.
You know, it can be frivolous, like I usually am, but it can get very serious. And there's people who are trying to come to terms with this whole idea. Maybe they've lost somebody and they can't really acclimate to that. So it has a lot of purposes.
Death Cafe is not grief counseling, even though attendees are invited to share personal experiences. There is no meeting agenda, and because atheists and spiritual people are all welcome, religion is not a focus.
We're looking at the nature of it in life and not any dogmatic or trying to figure out what happens afterwards. It's more how do you embrace life with the full knowledge that it's limited.
There is a lot of laughter and discussion around the anxiety of death.
That question's like, what's your purpose? I mean, that starts making me think about like evolution and the fact that we came from goop and okay, now we're people now. Well, what do we do with all this brain power that we have?
And the sharing of educational articles and books.
People shouldn't be very afraid of the topic. They shouldn't feel it's a very sensitive topic because death is part of life.
While some in the group have lost someone close, others say the subject strips away the small talk they can't escape in other areas of their lives.
It's just neat being with people because that are totally present. They're not talking about TV or they're talking about life stuff. And those are the only conversations that interest me.
The discussion carries through to the group break, where tonight they have two choices of dessert. A slice of cake during these deep dives of discussion reminds one of the sweetness of life. And by looking at death and talking about death, we may be more open to living fully.
The more people that know about this opportunity, they can begin to deal in a more healthy way with something that's inevitable for all of us.